Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Leopard Show. Picture this, a peaceful morning shattered by a blaring alarm ripping through the calm. In an instant, Nick and his crew snapped into high gear, grabbing their gear and charging out to the fields. No need for words, just sharp glances and the thud of boots racing toward them. What they found was a trail of chaos, fresh footprints carved deep into the soil and crops battered by some unknown force. Can they track down this menace with forged tracks again? Stick around, because what's coming is an all-out show. As dawn barely broke over the misty Italian wetlands, the world stood still, holding its breath for the battle about to erupt. The silence of the forest was broken only by the soft tread of careful footsteps, each one tracing the faint trail left by their quarry. After 15 minutes of relentless pursuit, a sudden gunshot shattered the stillness, signaling the start of the day's hunt. The wild boar thrashed in a frantic bid for freedom, but Nick's quick reflexes and unyielding grip ensured its defeat. With skill and precision, he claimed the first trophy of the morning. Moving forward, the group reached the field's edge, where the boar's well-worn path lay in plain sight. As Nick scanned the dense thicket ahead, a massive shadow erupted from the underbrush, charging into the open with reckless fury. But Nick was ready. In a heartbeat, his rifle cracked, and the beast collapsed, snapping its tracks by the steady hand of an expert hunter. Another danger was swiftly ended, leaving the field quiet once more. Before he could check his gear, a sharp, familiar grunt echoed from the field, just a few hundred yards out. Nick didn't hesitate. He tore toward the sound, each step fueled by urgency, his eyes darting across the terrain with razor-sharp focus. Skidding to a stop, he raised his rifle just as a massive wild boar lumbered into view, right in his crosshairs. The shot cracked through the air, clean and cold, dropping the beast in an instant. It crumpled to the ground, defeated by his steady hand. Across the field, James was locked in his own high-stakes hunt. His gaze swept an open clearing just as a wild boar burst from the brush, charging with reckless abandon as if spurred by some hidden panic. James didn't flinch. His finger tightened on the trigger, and the rifle's sharp report cut through the flames. The boar stumbled, collapsing onto the brittle grass. With one threat down, James braced for the next, ready for whatever the field would throw his way. The hunt was far from finished. The crew hustled over to Nick's family orchard, slipping in without a whisper. They melted into the shadows, guns at the ready, hearts pounding in the silence. For a grueling 20 minutes, the scorching sun beat down, pushing their patience to the brink. Then, in a flash, Nick's chance arrived. With one crack of his rifle, he slammed the door on the boar's every possible getaway, dropping it cold. What did you make of that killer shot? Hit me up in the comments with your take. Undeterred, the hunters pushed forward, step by determined step, even as the skies opened up and rain poured down. Nick and his team didn't miss a beat, their concentration laser-focused despite the sheets of water blurring their sight. Out of nowhere, a wild boar exploded across their trail, but was no match for Nick's eagle eyes. His shot echoed true, nailing the beast square on, a perfect takedown that stopped those deadly tusks from tearing up the lush fields. High on a rugged hillside thick with tangled brush, the hunting team fanned out, locking the area in a tight formation. From a key vantage point, the sharpshooter caught the dark outline of a wild boar slipping from the tree line. In a split second, his rifle cracked, shots slicing through the air. The clean, lethal strike dropped the beast instantly, kicking off an electrifying battle that set the stage for more to come. This video is for educational and awareness purposes. All scenes follow local laws and ethical hunting guidelines. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Leopard Farm channel, your front row seat to the wildest challenges facing urban America. Lately, cities across the country are dealing with an unexpected intruder, baboons. In 2024 alone, the USDA reported over 1,000 cases of these clever primates breaking into homes in search of food. It's no longer just a nuisance, it's a full-blown issue that's testing the limits of our current wildlife control methods. So, do the old solutions still work? Or is it time for a bold new approach? In today's episode, we dig deep into creative strategies and inspiring success stories from communities fighting back. Stick with us as we explore how people are turning the tide on this growing crisis. And hey, drop a comment below. We'd love to give you a shout out in our next video. It's our way of saying thanks for being part of the Leopard Farm family.
You good?
Yeah, okay.
Florida's got a baboon problem, and it's not just a wild headline. What started with just 15 curious break-ins a few years ago has exploded into over 1,500 reported incidents by 2024. These aren't your average backyard raccoons. Baboons are smart, bold, and now they're causing chaos in suburban neighborhoods. Homes have been trashed, cars torn apart, and the cleanup bill, an unbelievable $175 billion.
Oh! No!
But it's not just about property damage. Their waste is a serious health risk, carrying bacteria and potential disease that can spread to humans. In Broward County alone, officials estimate there are over 500 baboons roaming free. And with traditional control methods falling short, some communities have turned to drastic measures, including firearms, just to feel safe again. In an effort to take back control, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, FWC, rolled out tough new rules aimed at managing the baboon crisis. Now, anyone hoping to hunt these invasive primates must obtain a statewide license and follow a tightly regulated season, which runs from January through March. But this isn't a free-for-all.
Gets our strategy. He understands that
Every hunter is required to report their kills within 7 days. No exceptions. Miss the deadline, and you're looking at steep penalties, including a 5-year ban from hunting in the state. To top it off, mandatory firearms training is now part of the process, making sure every participant understands the importance of safety, precision, and responsibility before ever stepping into the field. To keep Florida's growing baboon population in check, hunters have had to level up with smart tactics and serious firepower. Precision is everything, and that starts with keeping a safe distance, typically between 100 to 150 feet, to stay out of danger while ensuring each shot counts. At the heart of the effort is the Impact M3, a high-performance air rifle known for its speed, accuracy, and reliability in short to mid-range situations. This weapon has become a game changer, helping reduce the baboon count from a staggering 5,000 down to just 1,000. But the success goes beyond numbers. These targeted efforts are helping to restore balance in the ecosystem, protect local farmland, and safeguard vital agricultural assets that play a big role in Florida's economy.
Africa would not be complete without a baboon.
Modern hunting tactics are changing the game when it comes to controlling invasive species like baboons. It's no longer just about firepower, it's about strategy, stealth, and teamwork. Hunters now rely on advanced camouflage gear that lets them melt into the environment, making it nearly impossible for these sharp-eyed primates to spot them. Decoys and fruit bait play a big role too, luring baboons into the open for cleaner, safer shots. But perhaps the biggest shift is the team approach. Groups of at least 3 hunters work together, ensuring better communication, tighter coordination, and a much safer operation overall. It's a smarter, more efficient way to take on a wildlife.
You spoke down there, it's not me. You can see by his body language he's aware.
Technology has become a vital ally in the fight against Florida's baboon invasion. Today's hunters are equipped with high-precision scopes featuring adjustable zoom and tilt, making it possible to track and target baboons even in challenging terrain or weather conditions. But it's not just about better gear, it's also about responsible practices. Strict laws ban night hunting to protect other wildlife and ensure public safety. The goal isn't endless culling, it's restoration. Once the baboon population is brought under control, hunting operations are expected to end, allowing nature to recalibrate. At the same time, the state is working to prevent these primates from becoming prey to other invasive threats, keeping the broader ecosystem in balance. Beyond population control, there's a deeper conversation about ethics, responsibility, and how far we should go in managing wildlife. What's your take on the moral side of these strategies? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Join the conversation in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more eye-opening stories from the front lines of wildlife management. This video is for educational and awareness purposes. All scenes follow local laws and ethical hunting guidelines.
Gift. A car with plenty.
Try hard. I didn't care. Maybe he knows